It doesn't work in that. Too bad Uncle Chuck never finished working on him. It's Uncle Chuck's custom-built multi-band oscilloscope with phase memory. I don't have a reason to use Uncle Chuck's oscilloscope. It doesn't work in that. I don't know why Uncle Chuck never let me touch this junk. Nothing here of value. Uncle Chuck never made his... I can't push that. I don't know why Uncle Chuck never let me touch this junk. Nothing here of value. I don't know why Uncle Chuck never let me touch... That looks like Uncle Chuck's journal. Uncle Chuck was a strange and complicated person. I'm not going to carry. It's Uncle Chuck's check register. Too bad Uncle Chuck never finished working on him. I don't want to do that. It would make it... I don't want to do that. It would make it look red. I don't want to do that. It would make it look... I don't want to do that. It would make it look red. I don't want to do that. It would make it look red. It's a spare AT25 tube. It's a TX1138 tube. It's a TX1138 tube. This is Uncle Chuck's Indextron 3000 library. I don't need to find any books now. This is Uncle Chuck's Indextron 3. This is Uncle Chuck's Index. This is Uncle Chuck's Indextron 3. This is Uncle Chuck's I don't need to find any books now. This is Uncle Chuck's Indextron 3000 library filing lookup system. It uses the spewy decimal system to catalog books. Interesting. Not sure what to do with this, but it might come in handy.
Have you called the
What it...
I would...
Oh! I think... Hi, Doug. What do you...
Diggin'!
It won't work on that size tube. It's for a TX1138 size tube. That's an LFG 1982.
Loose change?
Hey, Willie.
Hi, Dolores.
Long time no see.
Well, that's what happens when you piss your uncle off by getting a Good job.
I'm sorry my Uncle Chuck destroyed your life.
Your Uncle Chuck was a petty, egotistical, arrogant man. But you're all right, Dolores. I guess in your case, the acorn does fall far from the tree.
What happened between you and Uncle Chuck? He never really explained why he had you blacklisted in town.
If you really want to know, I took one of his many girlfriends to see that creepy insult clown perform. Chuck never could stand to lose, even on principle, so he made an example of me.
My uncle was such a jerk.
You're a sweet kid. Now, you might have your uncle's brains, but you still held on to your heart. Don't ever lose that.
How have you been?
Can't complain. Got some new digs in the sewers with a great supply of mushrooms.
Sounds bangin', I guess.
Oh, it sure is. Banging means good, right?
Do you still do watch repair?
I haven't done watch repair in years. Not since your uncle blacklisted me and I lost my business. I used to do watch repair for all the rich and famous of Thimbleweed County.
See you, Willie.
You got any ransom?
I need to stay focused and solve this murder so I can get on with my plan. I still have the brush, but no more fingerprint powder, and it's missing the fingerprint tape.
Have you seen my dime?
Cast your lot before it's too late.
I think I found your mushrooms.
Sweet. Hand it over and we'll see what answers the void offers today.
What did you see?
Unless the killer was a rainbow dragon powered by starshine, I can't help ya. But thanks for the shrooms. Leonard and I are gonna have a blast tonight.
I feel I've been had. Goodbye.
Welcome to the Thimble...
Goodbye. A mysterious force must be...
You got any gluten-free donuts? Have you seen my dime?
It's a circus flyer with Ransom the Clown on it. Too bad about his makeup.
Have you seen my dime?
Hi, Dolores. You back for some more of my great postal?
How is life at the post?
Busy, 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 Dolores. Being a federal employee is not that I'm complaining. You know, I love serving.
Your country thinks you...
You're welcome there, Dolores. I didn't get into postal work for the...
Of course not. How silly of me. Why did you choose it?
Well, first of all, let me stop you right there. You don't choose the path to this uniform. It chooses you.
I see.
Postal work is a calling, sort of like being a priest or a superhero.
Well, I'm stoked to know that the mail is in safe hands.
I'd take a bullet for your packages, Dolores. Don't you worry.
Anything new in town since I left?
Not really, unless you count more stores closing down.
Yeah, I'm getting ghost town vibes to the max.
I don't see things getting better now that old Chuck has passed. My condolences, by the way.
You don't think the town might be better off without my uncle?
What? Dolores, why would you say a thing like that? Your uncle brought this town prosperity like we'd never seen. Without him, we're like a rowboat without oars.
I guess I just saw a darker side to Uncle Chuck.
Dolores, don't you speak ill of the dead. I know you're probably just confused with the grief, but people in this town loved your uncle, so watch what you say. I won't hold it against you, but some folks out there can get pretty nasty if you get on the wrong side of them.
I guess. Thanks, George. It's great to see you love your job. See ya, George.
Come back soon, Dolores.
It won't work on that size tube. It's for a TX1138 size tube. That's a CT9.
Hello, Dolores. How's life in the big...
Having a lot.
Interested in a little interview for the award-winning Nickel? I'm sure our readers would be fascinated.
Has the nickel won an award?
There isn't anyone in Thimbleweed Park smart enough to give it an award.
Even for best birdcage liner?
You sure you're not interested in doing an interview? I promise it'll be a puff piece.
Maybe after the will reading.
It's a perfect way to get your side of the story out. Local girl makes good making... What is it you make again?
Adventure games.
Ah, games. You mean for kids?
No, our main audience is adults.
Lots of shooting and killing, that sort of thing?
Adventure games are all about story and characters.
Sounds like something I would like. I'm writing a novel. It's about the first female president in 2017.
I didn't know you wrote fantasy.
It's good to have you back, Dolores.
I'm not sure why I stopped by.
That's okay. I know times are tough for you.
I'm a little confused over my feelings for Uncle Chuck.
He was a complex man.
Mind if we talk some more about Uncle Chuck?
Oh, I could write a whole book about his ego and arrogance.
What else do you think about Uncle Chuck?
He was a charmer that could manipulate a crowd.
Can we talk some more about Uncle Chuck? Deep down, do you think he was a good person?
I'm sure he thought he was. That I know.
I think I need to go. Thanks for talking, Natalie.
Bye, Dolores. Sorry to hear about your Uncle Chuck's passing.
Bye, Natalie.